Big story of the hour, a regular hearing at the Supreme Court took an early turn when senior advocate Rakesh Kishore hurled a shoe at Chief Justice of India B.R. Gavai. The act did not cause any physical harm to the Chief Justice as the shoe fell short. However, it left a dent in the history of Indian judiciary, even though Chief Justice of India Justice Gavai tried to dismiss the attack, saying that these things don't affect me, before continuing with his hearing. Several political leaders, from Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the opposition leaders, have condemned the act. However, senior advocate who attacked the CJI has shown no remorse, claiming that the Almighty asked him to do so. Sambhav is on the telecast with me. Sambhav, the root cause of this row after an attempted attack by this Supreme Court lawyer on the Chief Justice of India, particularly him making a reference of a hearing that had taken place where the Chief Justice of India had refused giving permission to erect and reconstruct a broken Vishnu idol. This was in Khajuraho. There were a couple of comments that the Chief Justice of India made, which according to the lawyer were not in good taste. What's going to happen in the case here on?
Well, everybody condemned this, including almost all the law bodies, including the first by Supreme Court Advocate on Record Association, then Supreme Court Bar Association, then Bar Council suspend this particular lawyer from practicing. Later on, Prime Minister Narendra Modi tweeted and condemning this particular act and appreciated Chief Justice of India for maintaining a kind of calm. And later on, the Law Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal also condemned this particular act, and many chief ministers condemned this. Law bodies from other states, including Bombay High Court Bar Association, Tamil Nadu Bar Association, they all condemned this particular act and said that there is no place for such acts in any of the courts of the country, and this is disrespectful to the chair, and this must not happen. Many senior advocates have also spoken openly, including in senior advocate Indira Jaising. She also condemned it. Many other advocates have also condemned it, and I mean, today when we were there in the Supreme Court, many of the lawyers heard saying that this should not have happened, and this is in bad taste and must not happen. However, this particular lawyer...
Stay on with me. I'm also being joined by Siddharth Luthra. He is a senior advocate. Siddharth Luthra, let's hear it from you with regards to the attempt that was made by this lawyer to attack the Chief Justice of India. It has received condemnation across party lines. But the question I am asking here is, was the Chief Justice out of line when he made those comments, those observations, saying that if you are such a Vishnu devout, why don't you reach out to the Almighty and he will perhaps, using his magical powers, allow you to build the broken statue?
I'm quite disturbed that you're asking this question, or anybody is asking such a question.
I'm not justifying the act.
I'm putting it not just to you, to anybody who's asking the question. Please hear me. Since you asked me to speak, I must tell you, it is disturbing that we are changing the paradigm. The question is, anybody who holds responsible office, the issue is not about the attack on an individual. Let's understand that. And if people can't understand that, then there's a serious concern. We're missing the wood for the trees. The point is, there is an institution. The institution is the Supreme Court. The Chief Justice is the head of the institution. It is not about any individual. Today, Justice B.R. Gavai holds the post. Tomorrow, somebody else may hold the post. The point is, such acts, however much you may be aggrieved by anybody's comments, if we are civilized people, there is a civilized mechanism to deal with a grievance. Taking the law, trying to use brutal force or use force or humiliate or attempt to humiliate an individual is not the way. That's not the way of a civilized country. At least that's the way I was brought up, and that's the way I believe it should be.
Fair enough. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Hold on. Secondly, let's understand for some strange reason, I find everybody is making an issue about the comments attributed to the Chief Justice. This has now reached a level where I think the Chief Justice himself has dealt with this issue most gracefully. He dealt with it dismissively. He did not respond to it, and he continued with his work as before. And I commend the individual for that. It is a good individual response. It is a great institutional response. So therefore, I am very satisfied with that, and I think we should let things lie. The Bar Council has taken its steps. The Bar Council bodies will speak. People will speak, and I think the Prime Minister put it most gracefully, saying that we cannot have such attacks on an institution, and that's what we should abide by and close this matter.
Okay, all right. Now, here we have a man who has taken law into his own hands. He has attempted to denigrate the position of the Chief Justice of India. What action should be taken against him, especially keeping in mind that he himself is a lawyer in the Supreme Court?
Look, the Bar Council is the body which regulates the conduct. It was the prerogative of the Chief Justice or the bench to take contempt action. They have chosen to be dismissive of his incredulous, irresponsible actions, and I think that's the appropriate response to a person like this. Ignore him. Don't give him that 15 minutes of fame which everybody is seeking to give him and which he's seeking to take. I was surprised. I just saw a channel taking an interview of the man and getting his justification. This is, to say the least, ridiculous. The point is, we will have people who are aberrant. We will have people whose conduct is not appropriate. Do we react to everybody on the street? Do we react to everybody? The body to react is the Bar Council. They've taken steps. The court could have taken steps. They have fairly and gracefully chosen not to. And there is no need to file an FIR. It's preposterous, because at the most, what would it be if it fell? Not that it hurt the Chief Justice, but whoever was touched by that shoe, it would be a case of simple hurt. It's a non-cognizable offense. And you really don't want to give credibility to every maverick.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Siddharth Luthra, for joining me on the telecast and sharing your views.